American anger in the media. You know that anger is spreading across the U.S. The people have seen Obama's program. It's socialized medicine, and they're frightened and they're enraged. And for the past week, you've seen that rage expressed in town hall meetings after town hall meeting. Real working Americans standing up against the machine. But the midstream media is doing everything it can to play down the town hall meetings and to defame the people who speak out at them. They've accused protesters of carrying Nazi swastikas. What you may not know is that some of these people are agitproppers put on by the Obama administration itself. I don't think you understand that the people bringing swastikas and guns are actually paid by the Obama machine, left-wing machine, to make the protesters look bad. It's right out of Saul Alinsky's playbook. It's right out of the ex-Soviet Union. Have you read about that fact? Not in your local newspaper. The media has even dredged up people to say that they were attacked by racist right-wingers. Made up, of course. Again, it's false stories. Here's someone that CNN managed to find, Maxine Johnson, screaming racism.
Before I knew it, I had 4 or 5 officers on me and one on him. And I said, wait a minute, he took my sign. And then 4 other officers began to drag me away, and I began to say, I'm going to press charge. And I began to say, Obama, Obama. We went to the meeting purposely to support the voice of the people in our neighborhood, which is predominantly all black and some Caucasian, to make sure those people would get health coverage.
So you see now it's racist to be opposed to Obama's health care plan. If you're against socialized medicine, you must be some kind of Nazi. Listen to this. She makes the Nazi connection even more explicit.
As we looked around the room, there were several people in the room that had other signs. There was a person that had a sign that said, Obama's like Hitler. And there were other people with signs. They were not black. There was about 3,000 people, 30 African Americans. And then I asked another, I said, what was the problem? It was Rosa Parks, a historical figure. Why was it such a threat? And the woman said, ma'am, it wasn't Rosa Parks. You were the threat. You was a black woman. And then as the police officer took our report, they said, ma'am, we cannot guarantee your protection. You must leave this town. We cannot protect you. You don't know these people. They're nasty. It was clearly racial.
And this is the worst of all. Listen to her pure, unadulterated racism. And remember, she was set up to talk out by the same machine from Chicago that brought you Barack Obama.
You know, we were clearly the minority. If I was a white person, this would not have happened. In respect to Senator Claire McCaskill, she's not black. She doesn't know the struggle that black people go. When I go in my neighborhood with a sign, they don't attack me. You know what? As I've watched the video coverage on the TV and the internet, I really think that people are still upset that we have an African-American president. We still have some issues in America, and that's clearly obvious. We still have some issues in America, and that's clearly obvious.
Yes, it's me, and I'm in love again. Had no love and
Well, I knew the day would come that the racism would be brought up. The old Saul Alinsky playbook. Many of you don't know who Saul Alinsky is. Why talk about him? Just a street thug, an organizer, communist, left-winger. Learned it from the Bolsheviks. A student of the Bolshevik Revolution in Russia, came to Chicago, taught him how to do agitprop, taught him how to wear Nazi uniforms and say yes to Republicans. So, you know, all of these people now who are wearing mustaches and the Hitler things, they're all being put out by the same people who put them in, that's all. Now, this is Thursday the 13th. Beware the Ides of August, says Savage. Beware the Ides of August. I told you that a cornered animal is a very dangerous animal indeed. And I predict that the Ides of August will bring some terrible things to America. Now, I'm not Nostradamus, but I will say beware the Ides of August. I can't say whether it will be the 15th or the 16th or the 17th. But mark down that I said today on Thursday the 13th, beware the Ides of August.